One. Hey guys, this is the first episode, official episode,
Woo!
of the Greatest Thing Ever podcast.
Nice.
I'm Zach, and I'm here today with
Michael.
Daredevil Mike.
Oh, yeah,
And who else?
Bobbert!
Awesome. Well, guys, this is it. Very first episode. It took us 2 weeks, but we're finally here.
Well, not those.
So,
Our Spanish-speaking fans.
so we're gonna see how this goes. Hopefully, this will be up pretty quick. We're just gonna talk about the format of the show real fast. We're gonna come to you with just what our greatest thing ever is of the week, and then followed by just a random ass topic. This week it's science fiction movies, which should be fun.
Science is sound.
Almost.
That's not this week.
That's a
Oh.
show.
That's not this week.
Yeah, that's another time, another place. So guys, what's up? What y'all been up to? What I
Work.
miss?
We
Been off today. It's great.
Yeah, it is Saturday, by the way, guys.
Oh yeah, Saturday was a great day. Yeah, we have to film this and record it like before Easter Sunday.
Yeah, this is April 19th, actually, if we want to get real technical.
Started April 19th,
So,
2014.
anyone else
It
think
was
it's
a cold,
weird that
dreary day.
anyone think it's weird that Easter is on 4/20 this year?
I'm pretty sure that most of the potheads find it very convenient because they're like, I'm so hungry. Chocolate and peeps, chocolate and peeps.
Yeah, I saw a funny thing on Facebook actually about it. Ron White, the comedian, posted a pretty funny little spiel on that, and basically he compared it to New Year's Eve with alcoholics. And he's like,
Nice.
all the amateurs just gonna get in the way. And,
Yeah.
everybody else doing
Yeah, well, that's
things, so-
what it is. Yeah, come on. Yeah, but there's got to be some Christian jokes going on now. I'm sure. God made this for us, man. Fucking dope.
I haven't actually heard that many, believe it or not.
You not looked hard enough.
No.
Speaking of JC though, brought on a funny topic earlier about the fishbowl thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
So-
another. You'll hear about that later.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Got a few pages of things that are
did
listed.
you? Awesome.
Yeah.
So that's a whole nother show. Be on the lookout for that one too. So, greatest thing ever for the week. Who's going? Who's going first?
I want to hand over to Daredevil Mike since he was nice enough to miss episode 0.
Yeah, fuck me, right?
Yeah.
So anyways, my greatest thing of the week for this week, or actually it was for last week, but since I missed it,
You're gonna use it this week.
I'm gonna go and
So it's a cop out.
retrospective. Yeah.
It's a cop out. Okay, we
Just
understand.
a lazy bum.
You bastard.
Yeah.
I'm worse.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. What was this?
Vladimir Putin. Apparently, the Russian government is, or at least he is interested in claiming a part of the moon. I had read that it was they were marking Yuri Gagarin's initial flight into
Yeah.
space, and they plan on at least some point in the future having an actual manned moon base on the moon, obviously because it's
Yeah.
the moon. But that's
Well,
insane as shit.
Won't that interfere with the Nazis' moon base,
Yeah,
though?
that's what I was gonna say. Like Nazis in Germany.
It could, but however, if there are ethnic
Well,
Russians,
Germans
then,
and Russians
they
have
can
always
annex
been
it.
allies. They've been
Yeah, I
tight.
mean, Nazi
Right.
Germany and then Russia. It's like World War III is gonna start in space, which
Like I
is
said,
actually a
actually,
great
kinda-
fucking movie.
Copyright.
it's going to be like
Yeah.
Space Crimea. If there are ethnic Russians there, just go ahead and annex it, let it go.
Yeah, but
So,
the Germans were there first. I
Like,
mean,
here's what I think
little
is really,
Hitler.
really interesting, though, is that, like, if I remember right, after we first landed on the moon, like, all the bigwigs got together and they all signed a thing, like, the moon belongs to no one, even though we have a flag on it. So, it belongs to no one, we just all can, use it.
Well, Vlad's
So,
how that.
I was about to say,
wait, are
He
you
starts-
are
he
you
starts
going
putting
to?
his flag on the moon? Like,
Are you actually going to stand up against the manliest man in the world?
Yeah.
The man who goes shirtless while horseback riding after wrestling a bear.
hey, I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty sure soon the moon's gonna need some freedom.
Oh, God, Chuck Norris.
Check this.
Alright. What about, well, I'll go next. Daredevil versus Carnage. Brand new comic book coming out by Marvel. It's fucking crazy and all kinds of goodness.
Is it Daredevil or Deadpool?
Deadpool, excuse
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Deadpool.
Deadpool versus
I
Carnage.
was wondering, I was like, I was some
Actually
crossover
put
stuff.
Daredevil on
like
there for
like-
no fucking reason.
Daredevil?
Yeah, Deadpool.
He need to keep his ass in Hell's Kitchen.
that.
I'm a fucking moron.
Yeah. Well, maybe Carnage rolled into Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah. All I know is like it had me. Everybody knows the little symbiote, like Venom and all that. They have that little.
Yeah, they rehashed it to death with the whole Carnage
Yeah,
shit.
but
That's-
the thing is, like
Okay.
everybody knows like the sound, the little
Yeah,
frequency
it's-
fucks with them.
Yeah.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Deadpool uses dubstep to take down Carnage.
Nice.
It
That is
sold
a
me.
spoiler
I
alert
said-
here.
Oh, I don't
Spoiler
care.
alert.
No,
Spoiler
fuck you.
alert.
No, that is something you should hear because that was incredible.
That's a selling point for me at this right now. Like, I want to learn.
Yeah.
I don't like dubstep. I like Deadpool.
Dude,
It's,
even
you sold me.
dude,
You know.
even on the like the
Wah, 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 wah,
oh
wah,
yeah
wah,
no
wah,
no it's
wah,
yeah it's
wah.
like no it's like you read and it's like rah, 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 you know it's really great and it's entertaining. It's only like the second issue and I think it's coming out like bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly? Good lord.
Yeah,
We
but
got some
it's
guy
a mini
crack drawing
it's a mini series.
Oh, okay, it's probably
It's 4 issues. It's a 4 issue. They're like it's the same dudes who's done like they've done the past like 12 issues of Deadpool.
Huh?
Yeah, so
Good
they
stuff,
they
good
kind of
stuff.
got like a character. They already know what's going on.
Oh yeah.
So you know it's great. Y'all should pick it up totally.
Woo.
So,
Oh, by the way, alcohol. It's good.
Is it? Is it good? But is it the greatest thing ever?
Maybe
No,
for-
then
maybe
get
for
out of the
another day.
podcast. It's the greatest thing ever.
what you got?
My greatest thing ever is not just a cop out because it's mine from last week,
Yeah.
but it's also me trying to plug a friend's endeavor in hopes of me weaseling into it. It's called the Macon Puppet Massacre. It is a old school horror film with nothing but puppets. The trailer looks like a 70s
Did you see
slasher
the trailer?
film.
Did he
No,
get to show you the
the-
trailer?
No, but he mentioned it to
The
The
to
trailer's-
work, so.
The trailer's fucking.
It's
pretty incredible.
brilliant. It is puppets, but it's like a 70s slasher flick type thing. It's even got
So
like
like
a
the
film
Puppet
grade.
Master.
No.
No, it's
like,
far, far
no,
worse.
Like you take a 70s slasher feel like a normal one, like, you know, some grungy dude with bad sideburns like mine, like hiding in an alley, just
Yeah.
like, attacking random women. Take that, replace all the characters with puppets. So now it's a puppet with sideburns looking like mine, hiding in an
There's a goddamn sock, the little
Yeah.
sock monkeys.
It sounds promising.
Like it was this
Oh, yeah.
weird little sock monkey come flying through, and also you see the head of the guy that's controlling the puppet.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
they have
And it
this on
makes it
YouTube though?
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. There is currently an Indiegogo for it. It's only got a few days left, and they're trying to get the money. The
This
money
is-
they're getting though is for building the puppets.
This is going out Sunday, so you
Yeah.
need to realize that.
I have to
Oh,
check it
yeah.
out.
Well, a few days. It has like at least a week.
It has a week
I
left,
think it
okay.
has 10, 11 days.
So plug it.
Yes. So yeah, everyone go donate money. It's an awesome, awesome project, and hopefully with this plug, I can be like, hey, I want a puppeteer.
So it's really you just really just want to quit your job and be a puppet master, don't you?
If possible.
Uh,
But no, it's also I
We
think
all
the
have
greatest
Don't
thing
stop
ever.
at us dreams, dude.
we all have dreams of sticking our hands in things and making them talk. I guess
Yeah.
one day, one day.
One day.
Says the
mine.
guy who came up with
Ah,
who found laying in an alley covered in glitter
Sprinkles. Which teacher come up for that, so that's great, guys.
Sprinkles.
We actually had some views on that one. I was very impressed.
Yeah.
So
I liked it.
did you like it?
At least
Anybody?
at least 4 views. We have 4s of views.
I don't care. It's 4 views
Oh, yeah.
that weren't us.
About to be 5.
Maybe.
High five.
High 5.
Very nice.
Hand is clammy. Oh,
Wow.
I thought that was your hand.
That's somebody's.
Was it your hand?
You don't know what my hand's doing.
Cool.
Cool. Should we get into the main topic then? Which this is going to go on for a while, I'm afraid.
Oh, this is
This is
where
quite
I'm.
this is a
This
long
is
time
this
in
has
making.
been this has been an endeavor. We started out. We were going to talk about science fiction flicks. Then I had the bright idea to let's do a top 10 list of science fiction flicks
Because everyone loves the top.
because
10.
everyone loves top 10. Then I got the idea of like, hey, let's do a top 20.
Well,
And then we all decided like, fuck it, because there's too many than 20.
yeah. The problem is like, and to quote Adam Savage, like I keep doing, like there is at least 50 movies in anyone's top 10. So.
at the least.
And
At
yeah,
the
at the
least.
least, especially if you really love movies. So to like
Yeah.
narrow it down to a top 10 of like these are my favorite sci-fi movies of all
Right.
time, it would literally vary day by day. So just
Exactly.
talking about awesome sci-fi movies
So-
is the best.
So we're just gonna ramble on about sci-fi flicks.
Spit it out, Susan.
all but
Oh,
but Star Wars.
Wars.
We did agree. We did agree, all of us here at the table, that Star Wars was the #1 franchise
Oh no!
of all time, in our
But,
personal opinion.
however, Trekkies, I'm sorry, but the Wars
Okay.
still
Wait,
the
we'll-
best
we'll-
sci-fi
Well,
all
okay,
time.
we'll get to that in a minute because I have a statement. I want to see if I want to say something. But stay tuned. We're doing a special episode, May 4th. May the 4th be with you.
He speaks the truth.
So very special episode. Nothing but Star Wars. You guys can bash on us or whatever after you hear that episode, but wait till then. But right now, all right. First, let's cover that. Okay, I know in my list that I did. Since we're not doing really lists anymore, did y'all even have a Star Trek flick?
Yes.
You
yes,
did.
I did. I had Wrath of Khan.
That's
I was
the
about to say, I
only
was
one.
like, he's probably gonna say Wrath
Which
of
one did
Khan.
you have?
Yeah,
Did you
Wrath
have
of
one?
Khan.
No.
I didn't either.
Wrath of Khan is the
Look, okay.
best
Do
Star
you know
Trek
what?
movie
Do you
ever.
know what I remember about that film more than anything?
That it was awesome.
No, the one line that everybody else goes.
God!
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I know about.
Like, but
Okay,
but you can literally sit someone down and you're like, Tiffany is not a
Right.
sci-fi fan. I sat her down to watch Wrath of Khan.
Yeah.
She liked it. She thought it was a
But-
pretty good
but-
movie.
You go ask her right now. What does she remember most?
What she remembers
God!
what she remembers most is how it wasn't as good as Into
Okay,
Darkness
well,
because it didn't
that's
have Benedict
Well,
Cumberbatch in
probably
it.
that
So
too. But
but hold on. But
That's it.
that Star Trek movie was done
Yeah.
by Lucas. So even their best, they have to fall
Wow.
back to Lucas.
you're
And
getting some shit started. I can
Hey,
already tell.
I'm
I
just
I
saying.
approve.
Lucas
Yeah.
Lucas back in the day, back when he was still good.
Okay. So since we got that out of the way, since you're the only one that has Star Trek on there, I know I was thinking about this. I'm trying to figure out if y'all did. Can y'all remember your very first like science fiction flick?
I can.
You remember yours?
Yeah, as
What's
a
yours?
kid, you know, like we're all '80s kids.
Yeah.
You know, most of my memories come
Yeah.
from either late '80s, early '90s.
Yeah.
I grew up on Star Wars, Indy, all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
yeah, my dad he got me hooked on Star Wars
Very first
from
one.
an
Huh?
early age. Yeah.
Really? What's not yours?
Oh, like I don't know, cause I didn't so much start watching movies, but
Yeah.
like so many cartoons and as a kid.
Well, that's
like,
all another episode.
well, yeah, that's the problem. Though. Like my
Yeah.
early sci-fi memories happen to revolve
But see-
around like cartoons.
But see, I got two. Like I remember like very well, like Disney's The Black Hole. Do you not remember that had the little robot
I
and the little?
do not remember this.
Really, that's a great movie. And then Inner Space,
Oh, Inner Space,
with Mark Short,
dude.
which is a great movie.
I didn't even write
You know
that
what
on
that
my
is, right?
list.
Inner Space.
Oh,
They shrink.
Off the top of my head.
Essentially, Martin Short is injected with
who's the guy?
I forget the dude's name.
But I say there's somebody on the internet
Yeah,
yelling
you
at
know
us
what
for
it is.
that
Everybody
reason.
knows who it is. But he's
Yeah.
essentially injected with a ship
The little
with a little bitty guy that they
gets
shrunk down
Oh, in his body.
in his
Yeah,
body.
Okay, yeah,
It's
I know.
kind
yeah,
of
yeah, I know
like
what
the
you're
Magic School
Yeah,
Bus.
I didn't know
creepier.
that.
Yeah, but creepy. And then they send the other guy in after him to like fuck him up, and it's like a world war inside, which is great.
Oh, I'm having an infarction.
And like Martin
Oh,
Space,
infarction.
Martin Short just like fucks up and all that kind of weird shit, you know. But yeah, I mean that's what it is. Like I think my fucking list is on here, so that's gonna be fun trying to pull this motherfucker up. But
So, yeah, they got all
I've got
digital
a,
ones.
well, I got a bunch here that I just wrote down, which is not my top 20 because I'm sorry, you know, I know my top 3,
Yeah,
which are pretty easy. But,
yeah. Your top 3 are pretty good though.
but should we just talk about them? I mean,
Yeah,
you
let's
know,
talk about
I mean,
sci-fi.
look,
That's what we're doing.
I think everybody here has seen E.T.
Yeah.
Everybody's here
Great.
has seen E.T.
Great.
Great Spielberg, you know. Just, I think everybody wanted to try to jump their bike after seeing it at least once. I know I did. I was like, fuck, I can jump my bike like that. It didn't work.
I was about to
but
say
I
no
did.
because physics. Physics.
Fuck it, physics,
My
man.
advanced knowledge of physics at a young age told me that wasn't going to work.
Clearly not, man. I mean, come on. Everybody looked at that hill and went, bitch, I could be E.T.
It's a great
Nope.
movie.
yeah.
I actually have a memory, and I might still have this. I
Yeah.
should probably go check in storage either with my mom, but as a pretty young child, probably maybe like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I think we were going to like Myrtle Beach or one of the beaches up there in the Carolinas somewhere. But we went by this thrift shop, and I was an ET fan,
Yeah.
so she bought me this.
Did you have the creepy E.T. doll?
It was a creepy ET doll.
Oh,
It-
God.
It had a pleather skin, so it
Uh,
wasn't plush.
That's what I mean. It was, yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about. I've seen
Dude,
it.
I love that doll. Like
It's a fucking creepy
I
E.T.
had that thing
doll.
for years, and I hope I still have it somewhere. I should probably.
That bitch is
ask her
probably
about
dry
it.
rod, and it's like,
Well, FYE.
by now.
FYE, last time I was at an FYE, they had a not a life size, but a near life size ET, but it has that like latex skin on it.
Yeah.
So it's just like.
It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like she's got
Well, this-
milkshakes.
I mean, this was like just some cheap
dildo or something like that.
pleather. So
It's like, oh yeah, this is a good dildo. You know?
Going home.
Yeah. We should actually. I'm sure if you look hard enough, there's a porn that way.
Oh,
I'm sure there's a
is.
porn of ET.
We can ask
There it is.
Randy.
Randy knows.
Actually,
Randy would know.
I enjoy watching the Cinema Snob, so
He's
he's reviewed the porn for ET.
very nice.
Oh God.
It's like ET goes to Victorian Germany or something, like the worst possible
Very
setting.
nice. Yeah, but you know,
It's slightly terrible.
yeah, slightly terrible. I don't know, dude. There's some terrible shit I have on my list here.
Oh,
that
I have some, but I don't think any of it's that terrible.
I mean, what's mine?
Yeah, look at yours. Like,
You just wrote it.
yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
Well, no, I had original. By the way, I am a pretty crappy person. I
No
had a
shit.
list. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even like, make the first show, but on the way to Robert's house here, I forgot my list. So when I got here, I was like, let me just make a quick run through.
Yeah.
So
On your way to the GTE studio.
on the GTE
in
studio,
the nerd
Studios.
cave
and the
inside.
nerd
Right.
cave.
I know the. Well, what have you got on the list? We got anything weird?
Well,
I got tons of
weird.
them.
Well, no, I mean anything like. I feel like mine is probably the.
I
weirdest
got
list.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
That's a really
that
fucking
is-
good movie.
That is actually
Yeah.
towards the top of my favorite sci-fi movies.
Yeah.
Not only do I just love the movie, but I love the Chiodo brothers. Like they
Yeah.
do an awesome
Yeah.
job. I really hope I'm pronouncing that name right.
And
too,
also,
otherwise I've heard it wrong for
yeah.
years.
I think that's
Uh,
it's a very fine line between sci-fi and horror.
Yeah,
Like, boom, you got it right in the middle.
Yeah.
it's
that's
so
a
good.
Yeah, but
though.
I think it's
I love everything about that movie.
Yeah.
Championess.
It's
Love it.
Yeah, that's-
perfect. Like the shadow puppets,
Yeah.
like the popcorn gun. I heard a great story about the popcorn gun. Apparently, they
Yeah.
paid like some prop guy like hundreds and hundreds
Yeah.
of dollars to make a popcorn gun that didn't even function properly. Some other prop dude they were friends with
Yeah.
saw it afterwards, like, dude, for like $100, I could have made you one that worked. And he's like,
Nice.
"Woo!" One of my prop influences right there is Killer Clowns.
Well,
So-
well, yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, but that fine line is always, it's always been there because like Alien.
Oh yeah, I was about to say Alien.
On
Yeah,
my list.
Alien.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Wait,
Ridley Scott.
Which actually didn't even make mine.
Alien. I don't think I put Alien on my list because I think you said you were putting it on yours.
I got two. I got
Yeah.
two Ridley Scott films: Blade Runner and Aliens. So,
No.
or
Excellent.
Alien.
Yeah.
Do you think there are Blade Runner and Alien in the same universe?
Actually, I don't remember the specifics on it, but somebody mentioned to me a couple years ago there was some particular thing that it did link it in,
Yeah.
but I didn't do the research on it, so I'm not going to
Yeah.
go into
The
that.
Well,
science is
If
unknown.
anybody out there wants to look at it,
Yeah,
it's out there.
can we all agree though? But Prometheus was like really gorgeous to watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sucked as far as
Well,
that.
Like, I knew it was going to be terrible going in. I literally only watched
I
it for the
didn't.
cinematography.
I didn't.
Really? How can you not tell?
I had high hopes because I was
I had
always
high
I
hopes.
always had so like
Uh,
I was so like fascinated by the space jockey from Alien. And I
yeah.
was like,
Well,
the
who
space
was
jockey's
it?
in it. But then when I found out what it was, I was just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh.
Well, I was just watching the previews. I'm like, this is a gorgeous movie. It has
Yeah.
awesome looking props, sets, and effects. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna suck. I forgot, however, that Alien was horror sci-fi.
Yeah.
So I take Tiffany, and then like the
No!
horror elements are coming in. And I'm like, I'm a
Freaks out.
terrible human
That's
being.
right.
Yeah. Another thing that bothered me with Prometheus
Yeah.
in general was the lead chick, I forgot her name, but the redhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Entire
Sigourney
movie
Weaver?
just running around
Oh.
screaming.
Oh, the first one. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No, I-
Prometheus. Okay.
yeah.
I was like, what?
Prometheus, I hate so much about Prometheus. We could do an entire show about how much I hate Prometheus. But like the medical table that
Yeah.
she lays on, and
Oh,
she's
it's just
like,
like,
she's
patches
like,
you up.
Yeah.
well, she's like, take out baby. And they're like, sorry, table only programmed for males. I'm like, that is the dumbest
Biggest
plot
cop out
point.
ever.
Yeah, because we're going into
It's a
space.
sexist table.
We're going into space. Let's buy an extra terabyte hard drive, hook up this thing so it can operate on women too.
Well, don't you think by this time we were like a terabyte is just like a USB drive? It's just kind of
Oh
like,
yeah, I'm sure, but at the same time, like, come on,
Yeah.
that spaceship, the leader of the team is a female. I get that, that the medical table
Yeah.
is supposed to be for Waylon,
Yeah.
but other people
Yeah.
could get hurt.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty ridiculous.
They
Like,
sped no expense.
they
Yeah.
spared every expense. They let a 5-year-old do Waylon's old age makeup.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. The weirdest one on my list.
All right.
That I'm sure it's on nobody else's.
Which
They Live.
They live. Oh, I didn't
How
have that.
how can you not put They Live
Oh.
on there?
Forgot about that.
One of my
You
favorite
have the
movies of all time.
sunglasses.
Yeah.
You're wearing
Exactly.
it right now.
You know,
What do we look like?
you got Roddy Piper
It's just,
being the greatest kick-ass superhero of all time.
came here to chew bull.
Kick ass.
Yeah.
Oh, brother,
I
no,
don't know.
It
That is great.
produced so many one-liners.
Like some Duke Nukem stuff.
Yeah, really,
It
it
was-
is. If they
you
made a Duke Nukem movie, that's it.
Yeah.
They live right there.
That would be, if they do that, that will be, for whatever week it comes out, the greatest thing ever, for me at
Yeah.
least.
A Duke
So,
Nukem
A Duke
movie?
Nukem movie.
Yes.
No, it'll be like last video game where it's highly anticipated, then the most disappointing thing ever.
No. Oh.
Uh,
No, it will be the greatest thing ever. I'll just go ahead and say that.
All right, that's high
Alright.
hopes. You're gonna be eating those words
Yeah,
so,
I'm sure.
when that POS movie comes out.
Let's be honest with you. It'll be so campy and terrible. It
Well,
just can't be.
In that case, it'll be good. Like campy and terrible
Yeah.
is good. Just
Yeah.
a bad movie's a bad
no,
movie.
but it's Duke Nukem. It's not gonna be good. You know who's
Hey,
gonna do it?
wait,
You know who's gonna
as
do
long
it?
as it's better than Doom.
Who's the who did Postal?
Ooh.
Who did what?
Who did Postal? The movie.
Postal.
God damn it. He does all the shitty movies. People are like yelling at me right now.
They're like, wow.
All I can think of is the Postman.
No, he's
That's
the
Kevin
one.
Costner.
No,
Like,
he's
I
the
like
one.
Kevin Costner.
He's the one that challenged all the
It's
critics
on
to.
video.
Oh,
Jurassic
you
Park.
bowl!
Yeah,
You
he was doing it.
Uwe Boll, or
Yeah,
however you pronounce
he's gonna be
it.
doing Duke Nukem. Okay.
Yeah, you know he
he's
will.
gonna cast himself as Duke.
Oh
No,
yeah, he
they,
would.
they need the chin. Robert Zadar.
Oh yes.
As the chin.
He'll be
Bleach his
too old.
hair,
He
have
can't do it.
That big glorious
Nah.
catcher's mitt face,
Nah.
and then good to go.
I guess should we just
I
go
don't
through
know,
the
like-
top 10s just
Like
for the
I
hell
think
of it?
I think though. Well, mine's not even like ordered. And I
Yeah,
have more than
I mean,
10.
mine's
But
not
I think my weirdest though, other
Yeah.
than like Killer Clowns, Earth Girls are easy.
I never liked that movie.
How could
I
you
like it.
not like
I
it?
don't like it.
Apparently, if you shave an alien, it looks like Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, which is weird. But, well, it looks like Jeff Goldblum and how many like Jim Carrey?
Yeah, Jim Carrey.
and
was
then
almost
what's the
one of the Wayne's brothers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was,
I can't remember which one.
was it Keenan Ivory or Damon?
I think it was
I
Damon.
think it was Damon
I
Wayans.
think it was Damon, but I can't
Keenan
remember.
Ivory.
I don't know. You want me to go get the DVD and check?
No, we're
We're
okay.
good.
We can IMDb that shit.
Actually, I find it amusing though that I have 3 different movies all starring Jeff Goldblum on my list.
That's
It's like he's
well,
apparently my sci-fi king, I guess.
We're not gonna talk about one of your movies.
Uh,
I already know what one of your movies is, and we just
What?
after you
What
get
you
an
talking
argument.
about? What is?
That Jurassic Park movie, you got
Oh,
to
yeah.
have that stuff.
Oh,
I
Which
was
is
gonna come
garbage.
out and be like,
Jurassic
Which is a
Park.
garbage
Jurassic-
movie.
No, Jurassic Park is an excellent movie on every single level.
No.
Okay, for people, this guy actually thinks that JP, the original, at least the original film was a bad movie.
I don't like it.
It still
No,
holds up.
I never said it was bad. I just don't like it.
Cause you're brain
Why? What's wrong with
I
you?
don't like dinosaurs, maybe. Like I don't.
Why
Get
don't you
out!
like dinosaurs? Yeah.
Because the only true dinosaur is Godzilla, Period.
Godzuki.
and him too, because it's just fucking cute.
Fuck Godzuki.
Fuck you.
No,
The
Jurassic
Hanna-Barbera
Park is-
shit.
Jurassic Park is awesome. Don't talk bad about Hanna-Barbera.
I was about to say, it's like,
I'll stab you
he's
down
about,
in
he's about,
Southern
he's
Eye.
about to get into some
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo shit, so.
Scooby-Doo's gonna happen. But no, like, Jurassic Park is an awesome movie. And
Agreed.
I rewatched it in 3D. The only
Yeah.
reason I rewatched it in 3D when it came out
Yeah.
was just to watch it on the big screen again.
Exactly.
Like, I don't care about the 3D gimmick. I was just like, surround sound T-Rex roaring, and dude, the movie still holds up. The CGI is better
great.
in it than it was in the last Transformers flick.
I was gonna
And
say
that is
one
now
thing
20 plus years.
because I
Yeah.
can't. I didn't
21
write
years
it.
old.
I didn't write it down. But I watched a movie that really does not hold up whatsoever, and I was thinking about putting it on a list just to get some controversy started and calling it science fiction. Jumanji.
Jumanji.
I mentioned that at work the other day.
Oh yeah, he asked me if
Yeah.
it was if Jumanji and Zathura would be.
It wasn't on my list or anything.
Zathura's
but
in space, but like it feels like the board game's all magical.
But anyway,
So
but like Jumanji, like watching it.
I
think
love
it'd be
the
more
book.
like fantasy.
The
though.
monkey, yeah, but the,
The
monkeys,
monkeys are
oh,
terrible.
it's so
I like
Yeah.
Hunter. How
Yeah.
it kind of like
Do you know?
it was like for his father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it
It's a
was,
parallel for his father.
it was
Yeah.
years until I realized it was the same guy
Yeah.
played his father as played
Yeah.
the Hunter. Years. Years. Like I think last year as I
Years.
found out, and actually like Tiffany pointed it out to me, I'm like, wait, what? I was like, I am an idiot.
Wow.
And that's you are, sir.
Yeah, well,
I
I
missed it.
agree.
I missed an entire side of that film.
It just brings it all full circle now. You're like, oh, Jumanji, oh.
I've still not seen Zathura though. Still,
you're not missing
it's
much.
Not, yeah, I was gonna say you can pass it.
Isn't like Kristen Stewart in that?
I think so.
Yeah,
Terrible actress. So yeah, if
Kristen
anybody's out there
Stewart.
hasn't watched Thura, you're not missing much. Go watch Jumanji.
I'm sure they have. Let's be
However, with
honest.
Jumanji though, my last little thing
Yeah.
before we move on, I love the cheesy animatronics in the lion in that movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was
It
good.
was so
Hey,
it was almost
I was about
like
to say,
it was like a Chuck E. Cheese
Yeah.
like
At the time, those animatronic, at least with the face, weren't actually too bad.
really because Jurassic Park came out before then, and like you
Yeah, I
said,
was
Whoa,
gonna
whoa,
say,
whoa!
so good.
They didn't have Spielberg money on
Yeah,
Jumanji.
they didn't have so okay, excuse me, they didn't have
Spielberg
ILM
money.
money on that. So,
Yeah.
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 I don't think we've talked about anything that Michael has. Have we talked about
Yo,
anything that you have?
Okay,
you throw out a couple. I'm typing
Okay,
out
I'm gonna go with Johnny Mnemonic.
Johnny Mnemonic.
Never watched it.
Yeah,
Really? Wow.
dude, that is right up your alley. Is a
Never seen it.
cheesy,
It's right up
awesome
your
movie.
alley.
It will be up your alley.
Yeah.
Like
I've
seriously,
never seen it.
like
It's a good
Keanu,
sci-fi film.
Keanu Reeves playing a hacker. Like,
Yeah, but
come
that's
on.
clearly him
A
just
vir-
playing solitaire.
a
on the
virtual.
computer.
No, it's not even on a computer. It's a virtual reality hacker. So it's on goggles and gloves.
Like Lawnmower Man.
But better.
Actually,
Whoa,
got
whoa,
on
whoa! Wait,
All right, I misspoke.
wait. Like it's not on my list, but clearly.
cheesier than Lawnmower Man. That's what I
Okay.
mean. Cheesier.
That's like Lawnmower Man is
Does
shit.
anybody have Max Headroom, by the way?
No, I wanted to put it on there, but I had not seen it.
Oh.
I didn't even think of it. That's the problem. Is that you have your favorite list and somebody mentioned it, you're like, oh my god, I love
But
that
that's the
movie.
thing. See, I
Cross
wrote-
off half these just
Like,
to put that one on there.
like I wrote all these down, but like clearly, like hardly any of them made my actual list.
Yeah, I have like a slightly
Yeah.
big list of
But
mine. But
That one, like I talked, we talked about that one. talked about that when we can get.
Maybe you should be like labeling the ones we've talked about instead
I'm
of just saying that one.
No, I'm marking them off. You don't see me marking them off here?
I see you. I see
See
you.
this? It's
The,
called
the
marking them off.
people out in listening land just go that one, that one, that one.
They don't need to see my notes, okay? Like, they had to pay extra to see the notes.
That's boring.
But
Quit being boring.
see, I got, like, let's see, where's another one on here? Spaceballs.
Oh,
Fucking Spaceballs.
Spaceballs is awesome. Believe it or not-
Merchandising.
Believe it or not, I'd never think of
It's on
Spaceballs
the merchandising.
though as sci-fi. Like obviously it
It
is.
is sci-fi.
But
It's a comedy
I think
sci-fi.
of it as comedy first.
I mean, it should be right there along with your, like, you know, the clowns.
Killer Clown. Oh yeah.
I mean, it's essentially that. If you want to classify yours as sci-fi, fucking
Oh,
Spaceballs
don't
is
get me wrong.
sci-fi.
Spaceballs is sci-fi. I just never think of it as sci-fi.
Yeah.
There's actually a bunch of movies that are like that, including one of my honorable mentions, which is my favorite film of all time.
What?
Ghostbusters.
How did
Ghostbusters.
it not make your top 10?
Because when I think
Wait,
about
is
it,
there anything behind? No, you don't have anything.
no.
Off camera on this side, it's a fucking proton pack. Okay.
Yeah, this guy's all about some GB.
There is a
so-
full-size Vigo the Carpathian right over here,
Yeah,
Pretty
and
good.
then,
and then almost a third of the room is full
Yeah,
of
it's
Ghostbusters memorabilia.
and it didn't make its top 10.
He spared no expense.
Well, like, it is my favorite movie of all time, but whenever I think about sci-fi movies,
Yeah.
I don't think of Ghostbusters is the
No.
problem. Like, it is my favorite movie, but my brain doesn't, it doesn't.
So that's it's
It's-
like with the TMNT situation as well, right?
Like,
Oh.
did that make your list?
No, it didn't.
It's honorable
Did it
mention,
make
like,
yours?
but like
It is-
with him, I
Yeah.
consider more comic book. As,
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
it technically is sci-fi,
Yeah.
but yeah.
To make a list of my favorite sci-fi movies, I wanted
Yeah.
to make a list of the movies that I think of when I think of sci-fi and that I love.
Yeah.
Right.
So like Star Wars, obviously.
Right.
I don't think of Ninja Turtles or Ghostbusters as sci-fi whenever I think of
But-
sci-fi
yeah, but-
movies. So
yeah, but-
I didn't want to put it on my list.
Okay.
I
Well, I
felt
was
like I
gonna
was cheating the list that way.
Mm.
Same
like
with
going-
India too.
I don't think India is
No.
sci-fi though.
I think it is.
Well, the last,
Yeah.
the
I think
last
all of
movie
them-
especially,
I think
that
a
kind of
lot
like
of them
cemented
are.
it. So.
The
Because then you
last
start-
movie is
okay.
barely an indie movie.
Aliens.
Yeah, but then you start going, okay. Then you start going, all right, he's an archaeologist.
That's not sci-fi though.
It's science. It is
Science.
a science.
Yeah,
So it is a
yeah.
science fiction.
You're really stretching that, man.
No, it's not. I mean, it's
That's-
hey, you get a little chart up here. We'll put archaeology here, and I'm sure it's listed with like in the science
So
stuff.
anybody out there, if you want to like put your opinion, should Indiana
Yeah.
Jones?
Leave a
should
comment.
It,
Leave us a comment.
Is
should it
in-
be considered sci-fi?
Is indie sci-fi,
Wait,
not including the last movie.
Yeah,
Well-
correct. Yeah, original trilogy. There we go.
yeah, but just anything you hear us talk about that you want to put your 2 cents in, leave a comment. We'll
Yeah.
answer them. Somebody will answer 'em.
Comments. We're horse for comments.
Yeah.
Horse.
So what? So that covers a lot. But
Yeah.
Total Recall.
Oh,
Nice.
dude. Yet
Tom-
again.
Tom
Arnold
Ability,
Schwarzenegger.
right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, or
Yeah.
Dude, the remake never happened in my life.
Hey, actually, okay.
It's fiction. You just
It's
ignore it.
fiction. You just ignore it.
You
I'm just
ignore
gonna throw
it.
something there. For just as a movie, not being a remake of Total
No.
Recall, I actually enjoyed it. I thought,
Really?
I thought it was a decent action
Yeah, but
sci-fi
okay,
movie.
okay. When
I
you
didn't
think,
bother watching
yeah,
it.
but when you think Total Recall, what do you think?
Think of Arnold
Arnold
Schwarzenegger on the
Schwarzenegger,
Mars
like
with his
fucking head
eyeballs popping
pumping
out.
out. Oh, yeah.
The terrible
Yeah.
CG. and-
Exactly.
yeah.
Just
Oh yeah.
what's his name? The little fucking mutant that pops out of the dude's gut. You know, that little guy.
The lady with the
I think
three
about the
hellos.
third
Yeah, with the 3 tits. I mean, come on. Total Recall. Which, believe it or not, like that's the only Arnold Schwarzenegger movie
Where did that hit
That
on your list, by
made
the way, if you don't mind me
that
asking?
was number 9.
Wait, you
Ooh,
didn't.
Made your top 10.
Wait,
Nice.
you didn't have Predator on there?
I don't have Predator or Terminator on my
Motherfucking
list.
Predators 3 of mine.
Nice.
I don't have, but see, I got some weird shit on mine.
Predator
Like,
is awesome.
I guarantee I have the most, mine is different than all y'all's. As far as
No,
like,
we got
goes.
some random stuff.
Like
on
I like
ours.
some Terminator though. Give me
I
a
don't have
boots,
Terminator.
clothes, and motorcycle.
Yeah. But it didn't make my list. Like there was better movies.
The Austrian Death Machine.
Like what's another? Okay, I said mine. What do you have? I mean, I got Total Recall. What's another one of yours?
Another one of mine. Enemy Mine.
Oh, such a good movie.
It is, dude. I know. I remember the first time I watched Enemy Mine. I was literally flipping through the channels like on a Saturday, Sci-Fi Channel. Boom! I was like, "What the heck is this?" It was like
Yeah.
I guess about 30 minutes
Yeah.
into it after I
Yeah.
found out later on. And I was just like, "What? This is so weird."
Dude, I remember sitting there, my dad renting that movie, and us like having like the father-son time. Come on, boy, we're gonna watch a movie.
Boy.
And then we sat down. It's like what? I don't understand this. And all of a sudden it's like, oh look, fighting. Oh look, explosions. Oh look.
Is this like a Michael Bay film? Like,
Have you never seen Enemy Mine?
no, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, have you
so
never
sick.
seen that? I mean, come on.
That is a
But just the way you worded it, I was like,
Brilliant.
Michael
Well,
Bay.
it was. I mean, Michael Bay. You know, he is
watch
the.
as aliens and humans hug it out.
Yeah, it's exactly what it
An
is.
explosion.
It's like they were just gonna hug. You know.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love the movie though.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
It's
Ah,
brilliant.
that just reminded me. this is on none of our lists.
Oh.
I can go ahead and tell you, but Alien Nation.
It's a show.
Yeah, they had a movie though.
Nah, it's made for TV. It doesn't work.
Eh.
I'm not letting you get away with that one.
No.
You can bring that up when we have TV, because that's going to be a whole other discussion.
They
Oh,
get
yeah.
drunk in milk. Okay.
Okay,
Or
yeah, well, they do it in the TV
expired
shows.
milk, so-
But,
They drink blue milk in Star Wars.
let's kind of save, if we can, let's try to save our top 3. So we all know what number 1 is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Who doesn't?
You're, okay, if everyone wants to say something. Like, if you can save, like, because,
A movie?
Enemy Mine, you already said that. Or,
Iron Sky.
I don't,
I
That's-
first saw
that's
that
the
on
Nazi
Netflix.
flick.
and
Yes,
it
that's
is
the one.
amazing.
That is the one where the Nazis went to
Actually,
the moon. They went to
I
the
should
moon,
love that.
made a base on the dark side of the moon. They capture a black guy, turn him white, send him back to Earth.
Fucking awesome.
This movie, I can only say, like, it is one of those few movies that I can consider a
Yeah.
perfect movie. Because
Whoa.
no, it is. It is a perfect movie. It's
Perfect, really.
perfect. There was nothing I would change, nothing I would do different.
Wow.
I laid in bed holding my phone above my face like this the entire duration of the movie. My arms never got tired because the movie was so good.
Hey, this is coming from the guy that he's in love with Tangled.
That's true.
For you Disney fans out there, I mean, no offense, I have no problems with Disney.
He's
I like
gonna-
some of the films, but
Lose every member.
this guy
Yeah.
right in this area is an insane fan of Tangled. So.
Love Tangled is my favorite animated movie. My favorite Disney
That's not stuff.
movie.
I get that out of here.
And
God.
it is in my top 5 favorite movies of all time, which there's about 15.
Stay
of those
tuned. We're going to do that
movies.
sooner or
Yeah.
later.
Yeah,
so-
that'll be coming up at some point. So.
Sooner or later.
Eventually.
But see, like, I saw where, like, Iron Sky, like, I started watching, like, the first, like, 15 minutes of it and had to go do something. So I'm thinking, like, if I can get into it a little bit more.
Dude, I'm surprised, like, the first 15 minutes didn't you make you just go
Well, now.
to whatever else was
Yeah, but
playing,
now, like,
because it was on.
yeah,
Like,
but now,
doesn't
like,
matter.
the director's cut's on.
Is
Netflix,
it?
Netflix has the director's cut on there now. So, like, I was like, now's the time to watch it now.
Oh, dude, I gotta rewatch
So-
it now.
Yeah.
I love that movie, though. It's so good.
When you go there.
Well, I'm gonna go with The Fifth Element.
Great movie.
Uh,
Didn't even make my list. Didn't even consider it.
I'm a huge Luc Besson fan. You know,
Yeah.
Oh,
Leon,
dude.
that, the Wasabi, or
Yeah.
excuse me, Wasabi. I mean, just like
Yeah.
love
District
it.
B13.
Yeah. And making a movie. But
Yeah.
was it
Brick
Secret
Mansions?
Mansions?
Yeah. Brick Mansions.
And I mean, sucks for about Paul Walker and everything.
Nah, well, they can find somebody better.
Ouch.
I don't care.
Too soon.
Who
Too
cares?
soon.
He's dead. It doesn't matter. He got his money off a car flick. Come on.
Well, it looks like what he's doing in Brick Mansions. Like, I'm gonna drive a car.
Of
Meanwhile-
course.
Meanwhile, David Bell's like, I'm gonna jump off stuff like I always do.
Okay. Well, say he's typecasted. You know, I'm gonna drive this car really fast.
Yeah. Now, if David Bell can jump off the car while it's going really fast, and do like a roll, and like just jump up and climb up a building like Spider-Man, that'd be pretty
Then,
awesome.
then he'd be Spider-Man. But
Well, the Fifth Element, though, like what I really liked about it
Yeah.
was as far as a standalone film, like in a sci-fi
Oh.
universe, they had like their whole, I guess their mythos to
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
Everything.
And actually,
it was
it
good.
was-
they created their own
yeah.
little universe.
Yeah, it was like
The
very.
aliens, like the designs were good. I
Yeah.
like the starship designs, like the way like their futuristic view of the world and like how everything
Like
was.
religion
It's
and
cool.
all.
Everything.
Yeah,
I like the McDonald's scene, like where the
Yeah.
cops go, like, we'll have the golden meal or whatever
Yeah.
it was.
They
The
did such a
drive-thru.
good
Well,
job.
the thing
That
was-
movie is so
Yeah.
dense, so you can like dissect layer
Yeah.
after layer, and it still makes sense.
And-
That
yeah.
and like the weapons, the ZF gun.
And
Yeah.
Mila Jovovich,
Yeah.
and her little
Well.
white thing.
It's, there's a
Uh,
reason why everybody tries to do
Yeah.
that. You know.
Gary Oldman with
Yeah.
his.
And
with
my
his-
favorite
I don't
actor-
know-
With his half cut.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a half cut, man. Just
Like
the
he was
swoosh.
wearing a plastic bowl on his
Or-
head
or
and
no
like some
swoosh.
hair coming out the top of
just
it.
one side. Just
Yeah.
Yeah,
BT
you
Dub
should
viewers, Gary
Right.
Oldman is my favorite actor, and
Oh, God.
if we will be hearing, at least for me, like if we ever have these lists for different genres of
He's
movies,
gonna suck his dick so
yeah,
hard.
it's gonna be all over the place.
Just
So,
all over it.
yeah, great, amazing actor.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with like I gotta go ahead and mention it now because I've not mentioned it yet. The Guyver.
Ah, nice.
Oh, dude.
The Guyver.
I like Mark Hamill's little tiny
Mark
piece.
Hamill.
I was about to say,
Yes.
what I love is like his name's plastered all over the poster,
Exactly.
and they got some.
And he gets
well,
15 minutes of
well, what it
airtime.
is they got like some Japanese people
Yeah.
to produce the movie, and Star Wars was huge in Japan.
Yeah.
They're like we got Mark Hamill in this movie. They're
Yeah.
like, we love Mark Hamill, so they
15
like,
minutes, baby.
threw money at him. Yeah, then they got some.
I like the
they got,
Japanese chick in the movie.
they got
Yeah,
some
they're
kid.
all good. I mean, the whole movie's great. Let's
If you
be
look,
honest.
if you look, the main kid, like the main
Yeah.
character, like vaguely looks like Mark
Yeah.
Hamill. Like that's
Yeah.
one of the reasons
Yeah.
why. Is like we love Mark Hamill. Is that Mark Hamill?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Mark Hamill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Money, please.
Well, the thing is, like, you watch it, and I think every kid, like, I watched it as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I remember watching it, it
everyone
was like,
does.
the very first thing was just like, me and my buddies watching it, was kind of like,
Oh, yeah.
Guess what? We're gonna be playing the Guyver for like the next 6 months because fuck yes, this is the greatest thing ever.
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw it back in sci-fi back in like the 90s
Dude,
at some point.
it hit-
amazing.
It got sucked into my head so bad that they draw these little prehistoric like symbols of the Guyver,
Yeah.
and I can still draw every one of them
Oh,
like,
wow.
to this day, and still be like,
Nerd right
boom,
there.
be like, and it's just that one
Hey,
movie.
the
It's always
proof's of the
fun.
pudding, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
What
see.
is it? I think it's
Like-
let's see.
I remember I was introduced to the guy. I had a friend, and he was a
Yeah.
fan. He's like, "Dude, you gotta watch this movie. Guyver,
Yeah.
you gotta watch it." So like we sat down and watched it, and he was right. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
People nowadays they make Guyver armor, like
Boom.
replica Guyver armor.
That's it.
You are a giant nerd, sir. You're a giant nerd. They make
I think the symbol in the middle is messed up, but that's pretty damn fucking close.
they make the prop replica Guyver armor. They make it out of hot glue.
That's fucking great.
Hot glue.
Yeah.
Yeah. What they do is they make plaster of Paris
Dude.
molds and just fill it up with hot glue and then pop
Yeah.
those suckers out. And like boom, you got armor.
Yeah, you got one. Yeah, it's fucking great.
It's weird.
But they got helmets. They have the real working
Yeah.
like vents and all
Oh, yeah.
for like $900.
There's
and
like shiny chrome
I
balls on the
want one.
forehead.
Yeah, it looks fucking great. I want one.
You want a chrome ball on your forehead?
Yes. Can you produce that?
Yeah.
Great.
I got one right over there,
Very
actually.
nice. But yeah, like that was just a great movie. I mean, just the sequel. Yeah. But we're not gonna talk
Yeah.
about that.
I'm pretty sure one of us
The
has
sequel was
Godzilla
good.
in there, right?
What? Oh, Godzilla's number.
Yeah. Who else? Which Godzilla? I mean,
I got
Oh,
no.
oh,
I like the franchise.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, as far
Where's
as
it
like
on mine?
numbers, yeah.
Oh, mine's
I'm
number
pretty sure we
two.
don't have Godzilla on there.
Mine-
So.
Mine's number two.
Godzilla's on mine because I knew it was on his, but I love Godzilla movies. Godzilla is a movie that I tell people about. I'm like, I love cheesy movies. I want a Godzilla movie where you see the zipper on the suit. Give me
Yeah.
that movie, I am happy. Like, I just
mean,
love cheesy,
number
cheesy
two.
movies.
All time. I don't care what Godzilla flick it is. I will sit down and watch
Except
Godzilla.
for American,
98 Godzilla.
If I'm drinking it.
What do we
It's
call him?
pretty good.
Gino now or Gyno or Gyno?
Yeah. If I'm drunk,
Yeah,
I can actually sit there and be like, oh, this is a fucking stupid movie.
that's a
But-
lot of fish.
Which is a lot.
Yeah,
of
that's a lot of
times.
fish. That's a lot of fish. You know, like the stupid fucking line, but it's a great fucking movie.
I
Best thing
remember.
about that?
Well, that's not a great fucking movie, but
I remember being so excited when that movie came out because me and my buddy, the same one who introduced me to Guyver, like we were like huge Godzilla fans back in the day. And we're like, Godzilla's coming out, American version of Godzilla. We're gonna watch it. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. Hey, it's gonna be awesome. I remember I went to the theater like because we were like fairly early on in its release, so they gave us this like little collectible like film
Yeah.
shelf from the movie and like in a little slip
because
cover.
nobody fucking else went.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like everyone else wanted, so I'm like, sweet, yeah. And I remember though, I got in the movie, I got in there, I was like maybe 30 seconds to a minute late. So like the movie had already started, but it's still in that like beginning credit scene where like the nukes exploding over the iguanas or whatever.
Yeah,
And I was so mad though because I
Okay.
missed like the first few seconds. I'm like, I missed something. Then later on, I got it on the VHS because I
You're
was
like,
like, oh, I didn't miss anything. Okay.
well, see,
But I was mad for months.
we will be having a Godzilla special. The new one comes out
Next month?
This year,
Is it next
sometime.
month?
I think maybe next
I
month.
thought it was May, yeah.
But
It's in-
it's like
it's in
we're
May
gonna-
something.
We're gonna do a special on that one because fuck it, we are. I mean,
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
we're gonna do it. 'Cause
We're
we're
good
gonna
for
do it.
everything else.
Yeah,
Apparently, so.
we're gonna do that too.
Do our
But yeah,
favorites
so
of
mine was
every
number two.
things.
Like, where did it fall on your list? Like, did it fall like anywhere close to the top, or is it like way at the bottom?
11.
11.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Barely skimmed under the top.
Good God.
Granted, on mine, I had to, like I said earlier, I came to Roberts and I was like, well, let me write on all my stuff real quick. So
What's up? Who's next? What else
Um,
you got?
I got RoboCop, the original one. None of the sequels, none of this remake crap.
Didn't even make my list.
RoboCop. I watched RoboCop
Didn't even make
last,
this list.
last year. When I heard that they were really making the remake, and I
make-
started seeing some
Didn't make that
some
list.
stuff from it.
Yeah.
I went back and rewatched the original RoboCop.
Yeah.
That movie, with the exception of like visuals, like the TVs
Yeah.
being like CRT instead of like flat screens
Yeah.
and stuff, that movie still holds up. There was no
Dude,
need for a remake.
Dude,
That
it
movie
didn't even
is
make
great.
it didn't make my top 10. It didn't make the list I grabbed offline. To be
Wow.
like, let's just write some ones out. Like, that's how bad like RoboCop. Okay,
RoboCop is an excellent movie.
wait. Okay, we need to bring this up because we talked about it at work. Deep breath. I like RoboCop 2 and 3 better than I do the original.
Oh,
I appreciate 3's campiness.
I mean, I
Cyborg,
like it.
Cyborg Samurai.
Cyborg
I like-
Samurai.
I like
Jetpack RoboCop.
I like the first one the
Terrible
best.
jetpack.
He's so
The
great.
The
When
second
is-
one was subpar to the first one,
Yeah.
but still good. Third one, I would have to rewatch it again because it's
Oh,
been years
dude,
since I've watched it.
It's
But, like-
so bad.
like,
It's good.
I remember it just being bad then. Nowadays, the
Oh,
campiness
dude.
might have grown on me.
It's
So,
like you said, Robot Samurai
yeah.
or Cyborg Samurai, whatever the fuck they were.
Superhuman Samurai Cyborg Squad.
It
What
was
was that
fucking.
shit?
I don't know. but-
Detroit are like shit, but
Yeah.
I mean, in that movie,
Now it looked like
it
big time
really
shit.
went to
Yeah.
just, ooh.
Oh yeah.
Okay, who else? we
Kind of
got?
like Detroit now.
Yeah.
We apologize if you
hey,
live in Detroit.
No, fuck you, because they're getting a robot statue. They're
Oh,
getting a RoboCop statue.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah, so fuck
Look,
that.
You,
I'm going to Detroit just to see that.
Yeah, and hell, Philly has Rocky.
Yeah,
so-
fuck
Yeah.
Rocky.
Whoa.
Wait, that's all different ballgame.
That's another.
That's a whole nother,
yeah.
that's a whole nother episode.
That's something else.
Alright,
RoboCop.
I'll go next. Guarantee it's not on anybody else's list.
What you got? What you got?
Hellboy.
Oh boy.
Nice one.
Hellboy made my list. I like all of them. I like the two, I mean.
Hellboy is an awesome movie. I really love it. I love the second
Yeah.
one as well. They're pretty much
I
neck
like-
and neck for them
Well,
being good.
I'm a big Ron Perlman fan.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
but, well,
Who
and
is-
plus, well, I'm a big Ron Perlman fan. Yeah,
I'm
and
a
I'm
big
also,
I'm a big Doug Jones
Like,
Jones fan.
yeah, but
so.
Del
Hey, Doug
Toro-
Jones.
you know, but Del Toro
Oh yeah.
can do no wrong.
Whoa,
Ah.
whoa.
I'm telling you, I have
Whoa.
never seen anything I couldn't
Whoa.
be like, oh, I
Hold
like
on.
this. I
Hold on,
appreciate
wait.
this.
I thought Pan's Labyrinth.
I
could have
love
been better.
Pan's Labyrinth.
I thought it could have been better.
Dude, it's fucking
The
great.
best thing about the movie was the thing with the freaking eye.
Yeah,
in
you
his
saw
head.
him in like
Yeah.
every preview.
But he only had
That
like
was
a
it.
hot second. I mean,
Yeah, that and
Name something else better in that movie than, from the.
the
Come on.
Nazi
I really-
general beating the shit out of the guy, just like smashing his
I
fucking face in.
really, I
I
really
compare it to
liked.
Jason X.
I really liked.
No, did you not remember this gory ass scene where they're like,
I
"Oh,
remember
please, we shot a deer because we're hungry," and next thing you know, he's like, "Oh, no, you didn't! Smash, 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 smash!" And like just, and they actually showed like the close up of his like face like caved in. He's like sucking in like blood. And it's like, oh my god,
The
so great for shock value.
the what was it? The Pan, like the
Yeah,
the
fucking
freaking-
Pan was great,
the-
yeah.
that was an excellent done effect. Like great
But yeah,
suit,
see?
good. Like
Del Toro,
also,
you do no wrong, sir.
and also since I'm going to nitpick Del Toro because someone has to play
Yeah.
devil's advocate.
What you playing?
Blade.
Blade 2.
Ah,
That's what I'm talking about.
Fuck you.
Blade 2.
All of Blade 1, 2, and 3 are the greatest films
no,
ever.
no, Blade 1
Well,
was
action
GTA,
films
GTA.
ever.
Blade,
Greatest films.
Blade
trilogy,
1 was
action film.
amazing. Blade 2 was meh. Blade 3,
Was great.
you could drive semis through those plot
Who
holes.
gives a shit as a comic book movie?
Whoa. Road to Perdition was a comic book movie.
Yeah,
and it
that's
still
like-
made sense.
I've never seen that movie.
I
I can't tell
as
you.
big of a Ryan Reynolds fan as I am, as much as I loved his character of Hannibal,
Yeah.
that movie would have been a lot better if he had been in a different movie.
Well, we
it's like-
clearly. Yeah,
It's
but,
like the movie
yeah,
was
oh,
so
wait.
serious that he
Alright.
just comes in, I'm dead!
Yeah, but wait now, wait. You can
Get
say
on
this.
my
Let's,
leave the camera for a second.
Yeah.
You guys continue.
as he falls.
As I fall.
But watch the dog. But as we say, I'm gonna bring up this point. Ryan Reynolds started talking about Deadpool when it after that film.
Oh yeah!
So clearly that film did at least one good thing.
Oh yeah! But it was, it's just,
It was a good movie. Hush.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
no,
is.
it's not.
Dude, Dracula walking around with the crazy ass like wrapped in the background with his bare chest, just like
Glistening.
just glistening.
the power.
We gotta talk about the glistening theory sometime.
Yeah, we'll
But-
get into that.
But I mean, like, come on, that's a great trilogy.
no, it's not.
Yes,
It's a
it
great
is.
first movie, a bad second
Ah.
movie, and a meh third movie.
Yeah, but it's better than some of the other. Like, come on. I mean, there are worse trilogies out there.
Third Jurassic Park movie is terrible.
So should we even talk about like these 7 Jurassic Park films that are made?
Well, there's only 3. They're coming out with the 4th one. The 4th one's gonna rock.
Um,
Michael would smack you if he was still in
yeah,
here.
Michael's drunk, so his opinion doesn't really matter.
Oh.
So should we just go on to the next one and like we'll catch him up when he gets back?
Yeah, he can do what he
Okay.
does. He does what he does.
That was mine. What's yours? Go with the next one, dude.
Here's a movie. Here's my other Jeff Goldblum movie on the list. My third Jeff Goldblum
The
movie.
Fly.
The Fly.
I figured that was gonna
The
be.
Fly. I
Yeah, but is
love The Fly.
Like, see, that's mine where we start going like how Ghostbusters is not a sci-fi flick.
Oh, you don't consider The Fly sci-fi?
I think Fly is straight horror.
I can see it, but
I think it's straight horror. I mean,
like-
that's me.
But they use teleport pods.
Yeah, well, it's also he mutates with a fucking fly, which and he becomes this creepy like sugar-eating motherfucker. Yeah, and then he starts mutating and growing shit and just
That was
it's pretty
great.
fucking wicked. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a
Oh,
great
I
fucking
love
movie.
that movie. Talking about The Fly.
Talk about the
I was
Fly.
gonna say I heard the fly when I was out.
Yeah,
so-
and that's and,
Fly.
like we're just talking about like I consider it like where he doesn't consider Ghostbusters really that much sci-fi. I don't think I consider the Fly horror more than I do sci-fi.
Like I said earlier about whatever I said earlier, but, there's a fine line between horror
Yeah.
and sci-fi in that though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean that's true.
It's on either side of it, depending on what part of the movie it is, I think.
Yeah.
But like,
But I think
I love it. It's a
once
great
after
movie.
after the first act, like after the teleporters are like gone.
Yeah,
I think then it just goes like boom, straight horror, and then we go with the horror.
fair enough. That is true.
That could be on also like the director's part though. Like
Yeah.
No,
Well, I'm sure
Oh,
if you.
shut it.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say though that I like The Fly too.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, but I mean, I
Not gonna
think.
say that.
Well, I think you have to list. Like, if you don't list it here,
Yeah.
something tells me it's never gonna get listed ever again in any other film like we're
It's like
talking about.
JP3.
Oh,
Yeah.
we actually just ripped on that.
Oh, yeah. So, all right, you got the next one, dude. What do you want to talk about?
Okay, I'm gonna go with Event Horizon,
Uh,
and that also kind of skims line between
That it
horror and
does.
sci-fi.
I mean, because it's primarily on a starship,
I was about to say.
but it's like some weird.
Well, I mean, it's a sci-fi flip. But,
No.
You know, they have to go into space
Yeah.
and retrieve
Me-
the ship. So.
Yeah.
Me and him were talking about earlier. Believe it or not, I have not seen Event Horizon. You mentioned, I'm like, oh yeah, Event Horizon. Yeah, I like that
Yeah.
movie. I was like, wait, that was Jodie Foster and that was Contact. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that was Under the Ocean.
Which
That
is
was
a great movie.
Abyss. I was like,
Which
oh.
is also a great
I was
movie.
like, yeah, they are great movies, but
Yeah,
they're
this-
not
this-
Event Horizon.
that's
So
the
I
thing, like,
apparently
Event
Event
Horizon has
Horizon-
Sam Neill in it.
It's Sam Neill, and
Sam Neill's awesome.
it's they
Merlin.
go. Is that the one where they go to a planet?
No,
And-
they end up going through a black hole, and it turns out to be, I guess, spoiler.
Oh,
okay,
and who
the movie's been-
cares?
it's
Yeah,
been
I
out
was about to
forever.
say.
It's been out
They-
since-
Soylent Green.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
They end up going to hell.
It's a great fucking
So
movie
the ship,
too.
Oh, yeah, I
the
love
ship comes
Soylent
back.
Green.
Basically, when it
Oh,
opens
that's
back
the-
up,
yeah,
it goes to
okay,
hell,
yeah, it goes
so
to hell.
it comes back out. And,
That's right. I forgot about that.
Well, great. Now it's ruined for me. Thanks.
Yeah,
Oh.
fuck you. Alright. You want to go next? You want me to?
You go next.
I'll go next. I don't have many more. But
I don't have many more.
the only animated film on my list, which is also anime, Akira,
Akira.
Nice.
which is really
Yeah.
great.
I appreciate that.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's one of the very first animes I ever saw. Like, legit. Like, I remember watching that in Vampire D.
It had a
like,
very
at
good
midnight.
post-apocalyptic kind of dystopian future Tokyo scene.
Well, it was your.
Like the whole clown
it sounds,
gangs.
yeah,
and
it
everything.
sounds bad, but I mean, really, if you look at every anime film almost ever made,
Especially in the
it's like post-apocalyptic.
especially
somewhere.
the early to mid '90s,
Yeah.
like Wicked City, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
so I mean, it's not, there's not
Yeah.
much.
Demon City
If you've
Shinjuku.
never seen that flick, there's something wrong with you.
Have
'cause I
y'all
think
s-
everyone has to see
Have
it.
y'all seen the actual real world bike?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, the
Yeah,
motherfucker,
the Akira
like,
one,
yeah.
and he
It's
hauls
awesome.
ass in that son of a bitch too.
It
That's,
is
that's
awesome
great.
bike.
a good second. I'm
I
like,
love it, man.
excited.
Akira's like, I love Akira.
Got
But like,
nerd all over the table.
well, dude, it's one of those I feel like if you've never seen it, it is a good film regardless. Even though it is animated, I feel it's a great film.
I agree with you. For some reason, it just reminds me of this, with some of my old anime, tapes, not
Yeah.
these, but my VHS.
Oh yeah.
In the beginning, manga, was
Yeah.
it Manga USA?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I think so.
it was manga, at least something.
Yeah.
That was the name of the studio that
Yeah.
bringing a lot of anime over to the U.S. during the
Yeah.
90s. Well, when they were advertising Akira, they were I remember the commercial for it at the beginning to I think it was either Vamp Hunter D
Yeah.
or Demon City Shinjuku. They were was something that was makes Blade Runner look like Disneyland.
Yeah, that's what
I was like,
Yeah.
really now?
It's like, wow, that's a hard selling point right there.
I think
Yeah,
that's
it was
the
just
same.
great.
Isn't it the same? But there's a set of commercials that when they were first hitting it real hard in the '90s,
Yeah.
and it would only show the gory scenes. It was
Yeah.
not shown in America. Yeah, things
Too
just
graphic
blow-
for
yeah,
America.
things blowing up and all. It's great.
Only in Japan.
Yeah, because then they made. Plus, as a kid, you're like, "Huh, Japan is fucked up," and then you realize that later on in life, yeah, Japan really is
Japan's
fucked up.
Sorry, Japanese people, you guys are awesome.
No, they know they're fucked up. No, I
Oh,
feel like every
right.
Japanese know that they're fucked up. I really do.
It's racist.
No, it's not. They agree. If they agree with it, it's not racist.
My first anime though was, believe it or not, rather tame. My first anime was Dragon Ball. I remember waking
That's
up.
a great anime.
Yeah, it is.
but
Waking
I
up
think-
really early on Saturday mornings, back when CBS showed Dragon Ball
Yeah.
or something.
I
At
thought it was
5 in the
UPN.
morning. CBS
No,
showed
CBS did it.
CBS did it early
Early.
90s.
I looked up
And,
and trying to figure it out.
was
Maybe
Um,
UP did Samurai Pizza Cuts.
They did.
I think
Yeah, they did that.
they did. It was I was 5 in the
And
morning
Fox
or something.
did
They
it,
just needed something to put on a time slot or something on Saturday
Yeah.
morning. They're like this weird Japanese cartoon. So I'd wake up super early every Saturday. I'm like, I gotta watch this. Gotta watch this.
Yeah.
Gotta watch this. Gotta watch this.
Well, we
Giant
could-
monkey.
Yeah. So I think I think everyone has their story, their first anime, and then of course then that leads into
Mine
what
was
was your
Sci-Fi
first,
Midnight.
what was the first hentai you probably saw?
Mine was Sci-Fi and Midnight, so like you're talking
Yeah.
about. With
So I mean,
Vamp
you always
Hunter D and all that.
like Cowboy Bebop.
Oh,
Saw that.
Cowboy
I'm
Bebop's
surprised it's
so
not on anybody's
good.
list but even though it's a show, I guess.
Yeah, it's a show.
Well, they do have a movie, Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. That's gonna be the cartoon episode's gonna be fucking crazy. You want to go next?
I have 2 left before I hit my top 3.
I have just.
I've
two-
got a lot left,
Alright,
actually.
I got one left, and then I have my last of my top 3.
Yeah.
I'll go through my top 3 again. But I got one more after that.
Well,
I got one
I'll
more before
do.
that.
I'll do this one. I'm speaking about mostly the first movie, although
Yeah.
I enjoyed the other movies in this franchise. I'm strictly speaking of the first movie,
Okay.
Starship Troopers.
Nice.
Such a great movie.
I love it.
Rico.
Yeah.
Dizzy, man, she was very
Fucking,
nice.
yeah. Well, dude,
Very nice.
that's. I remember watching that movie and be like, oh, good, it's like sci-fi, you know, a little soldier. And all of a sudden, like, the
Bugs.
co-ed, like,
Oh,
showers,
yeah.
and you're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, whoa!
This is the greatest
wait.
movie
It's
ever.
got boobs, too? All
Yeah,
right.
that and the whole thing where like they're in the training thing, like let me see your helmet, and
Yeah.
you get shot in the head. He's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
like-
why are you calling him medic? He's dead.
Is it just me, or like on a sidetrack, the Halo movie was it Forward Unto Dawn?
Yeah.
Did the whole like Academy thing remind
Yeah.
you of Starship
It's-
Troopers?
and it was
It
a
seems
little
like they
bit.
want Starship
Yeah.
Troopers, and they were like,
We
let's
can
go
do
do
that.
this.
We can do better.
Well, technically, you can really tell some. I think there's some comparisons you can draw
Um,
between Starship Troopers and Halo.
Yeah.
You know. But we're not going to talk about it. 'cause
I
that's-
really enjoyed it. Like I know a lot of people complain about the Starship Troopers movie not being
But
like the
there's
book.
so
or stuff,
many.
but it's so much
They're
fun
so
to watch.
good.
So good.
But the thing is, now that's like legit. There's
Yeah.
like 5 films now.
Yeah.
It's like there's a ridiculous amount for Starship
Oh, yeah.
Troopers.
There's the guy who did
And
who
they're all like
designed
it's weird.
the drop suits
Yeah.
or the combat suits they use in the
Yeah.
animated series. He joked around.
Oh
that,
God, I
that,
forgot about animated series.
Yeah, the
too.
animated series.
Jesus.
He complained, but was kidding around. He said that Halo stole like his suit
Yeah.
design. If you look at it,
I agree.
like the visor with like the little
Dude,
cutout in the middle.
I agree.
Like,
Starship Troopers was before Halo, I believe.
It was.
And if you
it
look
was.
at it, you start going, wait a
It
minute.
was. I even asked him.
Come
If,
on.
I was able to ask him if he was like seriously thought they stole his design.
That's right. I said it. Starship Troopers coming for Halo.
Like I was able to ask him though if he really honestly
Yeah.
thought they stole his design. If he was just kidding, he's like,
Yeah.
it's mostly a joke, but I do know that they at least looked at my stuff or something
So,
to that
yeah.
effect. It's been a
So-
while, so like
Well,
it's pretty good.
Michael, you got some
Good
more
stuff.
stuff. What else?
I'm
Like,
gonna go
me,
with
and,
the-
me and Robert Sandel like one each now. Then you got one.
I got one
before
more,
your top 3.
and then my top 3.
Well,
Yeah. So what you got?
all right. Well,
What you
I'm
got?
gonna go ahead and go with my last one, and then
Okay.
just name out a couple honorable
Okay.
mentions.
Yeah. Just run up something.
But I'm gonna go with Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Wow.
Excellent.
Didn't even.
Wild Stallions.
Like that did
Great
not even
movie.
cross my. Like I love.
it.
I like Bogus Journey too.
I like.
Not as much.
Well, see. I think it goes
I
back to
have
because
both on DVD.
like
George Carlin.
like
man.
Bogus. I've watched Bogus more. So if I had to
Really?
write one, I had to put
Wow.
Bogus down because I watched it more
We
than I
need-
did anything
We
else.
need good
So
robot
great.
usses.
Yeah, give it
to
robot
fight-
usses.
We need good robot usses to fight the bad robot usses. Hey, what number am I thinking of, dudes?
Yeah.
69.
I
It was
just
so lame, so terrible, but so great at the
Yeah.
same time.
Are they making another one or something?
I've heard like they're
I
they're
heard
all
some
for
more.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't
Like
tell.
Keanu was up for it too, supposedly.
I can't
so-
tell if it's going to be terrible or because how campy Bill and Ted
Dude.
was to begin with, they can do no wrong. I
Dude,
cannot tell.
But come on, like yes, you know George Carlin's dead,
Hmm.
but I'm sure like some
Rufus.
it's also like cast somebody like just garbage like Dane Cook in it or something. I feel like it could be a pretty decent movie.
Well,
Right.
like you know, it'd be really awesome if they try to make it serious and like make it
Oh
post-apocalyptic.
God,
Like, because then it'd be like so out there ridiculous trying to be serious
Yeah,
that it
that's
would
true.
come back
That'd
around
work.
to funny.
Yeah, we could do that. That would be
Post-apocalyptic Bill and Ted.
Yeah,
It's like
we'll
Mad
s-
Max
sure.
for the phone booth.
Oh God,
Well, that was one of my honorable mentions, Mad Max.
Yeah, I had them,
I love the Road Warriors.
I had them
series.
I'm a
the
fuel
big
injection suicide machine.
yeah, but wait, all right, wait, because I do not like the first Mad Max.
Really?
I like
Come on.
Thunderdome.
Oh,
I like Thunderdome.
Everyone-
Everybody likes Thunderdome.
everyone likes Thunderdome, but how can you not like the first Mad Max
Oh,
too?
man.
Like,
Yeah.
it's
You'll
got
learn, like-
500 horsepower through
I love his
the
car,
wheel.
man.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, honestly, you'll find a lot of my stuff, like the campier, like I hate like originals sometimes, but I love sequels because it's
You're-
just like they're fucking great.
You
'cause
were
they're
like
just,
the most backward hipster
yeah, I know,
ever.
it's just weird. Like I love campy, like terrible things.
Well, I got the Matrix in mind, which a
Ah.
lot of people are probably like,
I got the
why have
first
you guys,
the
mentioned
first
the
one.
Matrix? Yeah,
Well,
I-
see,
love the first
I'm
one.
gonna knock through a lot of
Last
these.
two,
I,
yeah.
I like the first Matrix movie, the
Yeah.
second, third, not so much.
Yeah.
I had somebody once tell me like, if you like the first Matrix movie but not the second and third,
Yeah.
it's because you didn't like the characters, you just like the
Yeah.
story. I'm like, yeah, and the story was awesome. What's
Yeah.
your point?
Back to the Future.
But
But-
yeah, actually
I
that's
think
on my top
So
three.
yeah, that's on your top 3.
It's on my top
It
three.
didn't make mine at all.
And then I had
Oh.
Demolition Man,
Yeah, I
another
can
great
get
one,
behind that.
and Serenity, which I
Well,
mean,
I have Serenity here.
I'm not going to go into the Firefly.
That I think we could actually do a whole.
Because, yeah,
Oh, brown
Same.
coats
Same
forever.
thing. same
brown
thing with Star
coats.
Wars, dude.
So,
The Wars.
well, see, I'll go with my last one. I've already said my top 3. My top 3. Well,
Done.
No, you haven't. said your top
I
three.
got one before the top 3, and it's one like I love this film. I love the book.
Yeah.
Like I think it customs like what would happen. A Clockwork Orange.
Oh, great.
That is.
I think I mentioned that at
is-
work, but I wasn't
So,
sure. To,
like,
'cause I
I
know
love-
it's dystopian
it's-
future.
I
it's
but-
love
one-
the movie.
yeah,
I love the
it's-
book.
It's
Yeah.
one that I don't
It's-
think of as sci-fi when I think about it, but technically, I suppose
I mean,
it is. But
great,
it is.
like you
it
said,
is
great
such,
book, great
such
movie.
a good
Uh,
movie. Yeah.
So great. And then you got anything before your top?
Before my top three, I have one left other than my honorable mentions. My honorable mentions, as I said before,
Yeah.
Ghostbusters, and the other one I was going to throw out there just to
Yeah.
mess with Mike, but I still love it.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Scooby-Doo fan, so like the first live action Scooby-Doo movie.
Hey.
Because like there's a dog and a robot human walking around.
That doesn't bother me.
It's-
Like Randy, our coworker, which you guys have no idea about, but that would bother him.
We have
but-
ideas, though.
but
we got to
the-
throw that in later.
Yeah.
The
We got to talk about that. We may have
the
something.
one that is the one right before my top three.
Yeah.
Like the rest of us been throwing out in random order.
Yeah.
Here it is. Weird Science.
Such
Oh,
a great movie.
Good
It's a
pick.
beautiful movie.
It's such a great TV show too.
Yeah. Yeah.
TV show was great too. I mean, let's be
I
honest.
watched it a lot. It's not as good as the movie. by
No,
far.
God no.
Especially
Well, they
since
never are.
the chick is different. But
Yeah, I can appreciate her for who she is.
I bet.
If you're talking about good,
Yeah.
sure, sci-fi,
Uh,
Briscoe Counter Jr.
Well,
we're not talking about
TV.
We're talking about
shows.
weird
Yeah.
science here. Weird
Because
science.
put your
Put your
The
bra,
science.
put your bra on your head. Put your
Yeah,
bra on
put
your
your
head.
bra on the head.
That's right.
strap up the Barbie doll.
Let's look up.
Let's go.
Let's yeah.
But
Weird science. Not mention Oingo Boingo doing the music.
oh God, yeah, I forgot
Bill
about
Love,
Paxton.
love some Oingo Boingo.
So,
oh yeah.
I mean, I think before we do our top three,
Oh,
I got a bunch of them here I wrote down just so we had some more talking points.
yeah.
So if you hear one that you want to talk about, like the first one I have on here is Moon, which a lot of people have never seen, but when they see it, they love it.
Have not seen it, but the other day, my buddy Jesse was actually saying I
Yeah.
should watch Moon.
It is
Moon?
Has,
Moon.
has
It's
Sam
called Moon.
Rockwell in it.
It's
Like Leonardo.
Yeah, I know Sam
Yeah.
Rockwell.
Yeah.
It is a
Leonardo's in
really
it. I know you
great
know.
movie because it takes a turn. It takes a turn in the movie that like you don't see coming, and it's really good. It's got a twist.
What about Dune?
What the twist?
Well, I don't have Dune on my list because I don't like Dune.
No,
What?
Dune.
Dune,
Yeah.
Dune, yes,
Oh, Dune.
Dune,
You don't
Dune.
like, of Dune.
Yeah,
Okay,
Dune, yes, Dune.
Dune.
I like
yes,
Dune.
Dune.
I didn't write it down, but I
Get
like
Picard,
Dune.
man.
Dune
but,
is pretty epic.
The great cocaine runner himself from Galaxy Quest, Tim Allen. Such a great movie.
We
Yeah.
we watched Galaxy Quest.
He's the
couple months
OG
ago.
Lions fan.
Yeah.
For any of you sports fans out there.
Yeah, like
Just
Galaxy
not this
Quest was
guy,
good.
just me and
Yeah. I know nothing about the sports ball.
Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko is.
Why did I think of Donnie Darko?
Darko.
We actually talked about that too.
I think it's more. I mean, is it a comic? Did
No,
it
it's
make
not.
it?
No, it
No, it
was a
was-
straight.
okay.
It's an
It was.
original idea.
I still think of it
was-
as like kind of more of the superhero mythos.
Well, that they wanted to make it that way. They
Yeah.
did that on purpose. Like Underworld, there was no
Should I-
comic book. They just made the movie. To
Should
be
I
like
mention
the
that
comic
one, or have we discussed that from
book.
prior?
I feel we've kind of beaten that dead horse. They might want to hear us beat
All right,
some more.
do we want to beat
Okay.
it? All
Let's
right.
beat
Well,
it.
all right. When I first made this list, what I found was this movie kept coming up in every like science fiction like list I could find. Wikipedia listed it, like IGN listed it, Rotten Tomatoes listed it. All these listed as a sci-fi. The Wizard of Oz.
Not a sci-fi movie.
But I can kind of get behind
It's
it.
magic, not sci-fi.
But yeah, okay. Wait. So traveling in a tornado to a distant land.
Magic,
Okay, even though she's in a coma.
magic.
So it's a coma when you go to
Oh, she was
it's
asleep.
magic when you go. No,
Well,
it's, she's knocked out technically.
well, okay, she's
This is
sleeping.
a dream.
Okay, if it's a dream, then it's definitely not sci-fi because
So-
it's just dreaming.
Ah,
way to crush his dreams,
yeah,
asshole.
but,
Oh, I will.
yes.
They call me a dream crusher.
Even though the Tin Man gets a fucking heart, come on, man.
It gets a heart. Yeah, he gets a little watch.
I don't know. I don't want to beat this. All right, Men in Black.
Men in Black is
No one talk about Men in Black.
awesome.
Good pick.
Awesome movie.
First movie, maybe second.
We
Third
talked.
one was good.
We talked about that one. We talked about that one. We talked about that one. Old school movie, Brazil. Never seen it. It's actually really good.
Everyone-
I don't know if I've heard of this.
Everyone tells me I need to watch
it's
it.
a very
but I have not actually
dystopian
seen it. I'm sorry.
movie. I've only seen parts of it,
Yeah.
so I'm probably wrong for saying it. The classic Metropolis.
Oh,
Metropolis.
great movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen the remastered?
Yeah.
Actually, that's where that was the Metropolis
Yep.
robot. The chick is actually the inspiration for C-3PO, like his
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah.
So
Another one we had on here was I don't remember the movie. Was Big Fish.
the Tim Burton film.
Supposedly that's science fiction. I don't know.
I
don't know if that's a-
I mean,
don't.
I'm sure
I
maybe
can
a
see where he's
stretch.
coming from.
I don't remember the
It
ending.
is. He's reaching for it. but-
Yeah, I'm
See,
sure
Tim
maybe a
is a big
stretch.
fan of the movie, but like I don't
I'm sure it's
remember
probably a
the ending.
stretch.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
consider that sci-fi.
2001.
Love it.
I suppose
It's
I
a
was
Love
great movie. Yeah, it moves really slowly in my opinion, but it is a good movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
it's,
a
well, it's
movie.
Stanley Kubrick for
Yeah.
it. too.
It feels
yeah.
like
It's artistic kind of.
it's like a 3-hour-long
Artsy,
film or
artsy.
something. We gotta mention it because they're making 7 other ones or something.
Oh yeah.
Avatar.
That's not gonna hate
That
me.
was- okay.
I don't like Avatar.
Hold on. Avatar had amazing special effects, amazing visual. I saw it only once. I saw it, and I worked at a movie theater, so I got the employee screening.
Yeah.
So there's only like 7 other people in the theater. Nobody had spoiled the movie for me yet. I watched it with the best screen, best sound, and best 3D you could get short of IMAX.
Yeah.
And
Enterprise?
It looks great.
it blew me
Yeah, I
away.
Visually, it's great.
Visually is the best thing. Story-wise, it is crap. It is Fern
But,
Gully in
yeah.
space.
There
The
are some
plot
people
point-
so mad right now.
I don't
Yeah.
care. Fern Gully in space.
I agree with this
Because
guy.
literally,
Yeah.
plot point, all the way up to the
It's
fact
the
the
same
big
thing.
bulldozer's
Yeah.
coming at the tree, and he's like, "No, stop, big
Yeah.
bulldozer! It's Fern
Yeah,
Gully in
it is.
space."
Yeah.
But the general guy who controls the mech later in the
Yes.
movie, that guy's
Awesome.
awesome. Because
It's
like,
pretty cool.
I love it when he just like kicks that door and it's like mask.
Yep.
Like he's like, breathe. I ain't gonna breathe.
Breathe.
Ain't nobody got time to breathe.
I'm just writing some of these like
dude,
that as I think about them.
it is awesome.
Close Encounter of the Third Kind.
That's one of those like
Another great movie.
perennial
It's a great one.
classics.
It's a classic.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we didn't have it on the top 10. At
Well,
least
it's
I
'cause
don't.
I don't have it on my top 10. It's not
I don't
on
know if
my
y'all have it on
list
y'all's
because,
top 3, but
like,
it's all mine.
It's a good movie, but I'm just
Yeah.
like it's not one that I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
going back to. It's not one of
Right.
my favorites. It's a classic.
Yeah.
It is one of the great ones, but
Yeah.
it is not one of
To
my
me,
favorites.
the last 20 minutes is what I would go back to personally.
Mm.
Yeah, that's true.
Watch the last 20 minutes
Well,
of Ninja Turtles.
And then I
Watch
think that's
the whole
gonna be
movie.
like I have some other written down here. I don't give a shit about. So like, let's just go top 3. Who's
well, okay, we all know our number
I
one.
know Star Wars.
Our number
And
one
everybody
Star
knows
Wars.
what my number 2 is.
My number
I'll touch
two,
base.
he's already mentioned it.
What's
but
number 3?
I'm gonna. We haven't talked about it. He mentioned it. We haven't talked
Wait, number
about it.
2?
Number 2, Back to the Future.
Yeah, you
we have
that's
not
right.
talked about Back to the Future.
Yeah,
and
we
how
just mentioned
awesome it
it.
is.
Such a great movie. Like
It-
all 3 of them are really
All
great.
3 of them are great and they're a wonderful story. But
Yeah.
me and Jesse were talking about it the other day, and notice is the farther you get away from the first movie, the less sense things
Yeah.
make.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first 2 really hold up.
The
Okay.
The third
Well,
one,
yeah.
the third one for what? It's a western.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sci-fi
Hold
western.
on.
It's
the
a sci-fi
third,
western.
The third one is where the biggest the plot holes come. Like,
Yeah. Oh
he
yeah.
goes
of
back
course.
in time in the DeLorean. DeLorean gets messed up. Guess what? There's the other DeLorean
Yeah.
that he just buried in the cave that would have fresh tires, fresh gas, fresh engine parts, everything. You just take those parts, slap in that car,
You're good to go.
you're gone in a day.
Yeah.
Like,
There is some
that-
inconsistencies.
That
Just a little bit.
Doc Brown's a genius. He should have remembered
Yeah.
this because all the stuff they took from the car, they should have been able to get for the car when they uncovered it
Yeah.
in the second.
Yeah, but wait.
movie,
Yeah, but let's
beginning
think
of the
though.
third.
Yeah, but
I
then
don't-
you wouldn't have got to see the really cool like time traveling train.
Actually, I won't lie. I like the train.
I
but
do
it's-
too.
It's so
I mean-
ridiculous. Like Doc Brown saved Clara. They had kids. They fished the
Yeah.
train parts out, built a train, found a way to
Yep.
make it time travel, got it up to 88 miles an hour, took it in 2015, gave it a hover
Off
conversion.
of was
Yeah,
was
just-
it off a
Oh,
cliff?
Express.
Yeah, just
Was it off a cliff? Yeah, it was off a cliff.
off a cliff
So,
and exploded. And
Yeah.
even if it wasn't the same train, like
Yeah.
even if he like stole another
Exactly,
train,
yeah.
like he now has a life of crime,
Yeah.
like still he had to find a way
Yep.
to do a time travel thing
Yep.
with the train,
Yep.
with the parts from Wild Wild West.
it's like,
And-
oh, such
I'm
a
surprised
great
nobody
movie.
mentioned
No one
that.
mentioned that one.
Wicked Wow, Wicked Wow.
Just because of the music. I'm like, oh, wow.
It was like steampunk, sci-fi, western.
Yeah, but the show was
goodness
actually
all
great,
in one.
I love
I'm talking
the.
about the movie.
I know, but the show's
I won't
good.
lie though. My favorite part of Back to the Future, that hot pink hoverboard. Like it's what everybody loves about
Well,
it.
the time's coming up. You got one. They got 1 year, 2 years,
1 year.
1 year,
Yeah,
Yeah,
2015.
1 year.
Mattel already released the
1 year.
saddest.
That motherfucker
Hoverboard.
is
Everybody's
covered
trying,
though.
Yeah.
everybody's trying to get Pepsi to release
Yeah.
the Pepsi Perfect.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Well, I'm sure there will be. Something's gonna happen.
Well, I don't
So
want just a Pepsi Perfect. I want that bottle from the movie.
Well, they
Yeah,
will.
they could.
Obviously.
I mean,
it's got to have that
Dude,
same
they
bottle.
made the
so-
fucking look. They did the shoes. They
They're
did the
talking about
board.
Nike's having another pair of
Yeah,
shoes.
they're gonna do another one. Yeah.
They're gonna do another one for the year. I really hope they redo the hoverboard and not the crappy Mattel one. I want them to re-release or not re-release. I want them to release a proper hoverboard.
Well,
that Mattel one. Was
yeah, well,
crap.
you know how it goes.
So like Mattel's the only one that can release one that actually says Mattel on it.
So
So let's release one that says Schmattel, and then I'll just put regular Mattel stickers over it.
You in a car, bro?
Yeah, I
he does
am.
sound, he
I
does
am.
sound like really upset, doesn't he?
I'm a prop guy, so like it hurts me that hoverboard thing.
That one little hoverboard, like
Yeah.
you know, I hope actually now I really do hope they release like, oh, it's screen accurate, but it's 10th scale.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'd be like, "Rah!" Just throw it across the room. Like, "Rah!"
So, what's your number 3, Michael?
My number 3, like in my top 3 at least, like
You know,
we already have the Wars,
number, yeah,
Indy, but can you count Indy? I already
Yeah,
mentioned Blade
right,
Runner.
right.
That's up there.
that's number. Got number 3.
It's really hard for me,
Yeah,
but
come on. You can do it. We're not going to judge you that much. You had to look.
He's got a
What
look.
is it?
Time to look.
Oh, you must not love it that much if you
I
got
was
to
gonna
look.
say, if you got to look,
I've got like a pretty big list in there.
we listen to a lot of movies. You just don't know, do you?
Got to pick something, man. Pick something.
Like I have.
I'll
I
talk
know
about.
mine is.
I'll talk about my number 3. He also mentioned it, but we didn't talk about it. Serenity. Like,
Yeah.
Serenity's my number
Yeah.
3. Like
Firefly
because
thing,
even if
Yeah,
you've
it's a
never,
really good movie.
if you've never
Yeah,
seen
it is.
Firefly, you
Yeah.
can still watch
Yeah,
Serenity.
it holds
Like,
up. You do get a little lost in the characters a little bit.
Not that much though, because they
Yeah.
do such a good job in the first 10 minutes establishing who every character is.
Yeah, but if you're like me,
and their
who,
relationships.
like the
to
very
each other.
first time I saw the movie, I missed like the first 15
Oh, yeah.
minutes, and it was kind of like,
It's about to
I
say
don't
you're
understand
kind
this.
of getting snacks or something. Like you don't care. You're just like, movies.
Like-
exactly. That's pretty
well,
much it. I mean,
I guess with mine, like, I don't want to say Logan's Run. I'm just gonna mention that,
yeah,
which is amazing for its time.
yeah.
Yeah, people are like, no, it's not. But
Yeah, that's pretty.
I'm not a George Lucas nut hugger, but I'm gonna say THX 1138.
Oh, nice choice.
Ah.
It was very just
Wow.
like the
Put a classic
effect-
out. I'm
yeah.
impressed.
Yeah, no kidding.
the effects were to me groundbreaking at the time.
Yeah.
Like with like Lucas, say what you want about the guy,
Yeah.
but when he's on a budget, he can
Yeah.
make good things
Oh
happen.
yeah,
Yeah,
back
oh,
in
yeah.
the day when
Yeah,
he
but
had
before he had
like,
unlimited
a
budget.
shoestring and
Yeah.
bubble gum to put things together
Yeah.
with,
Yeah.
he was brilliant. Nowadays he just throws money at
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Well, he's got money to do that.
I'm a big
I would
Robert
too if I
Duvall
had
fan,
money.
too, so,
Be like, fix this.
I
Here's
would.
money.
I'd make awesome movies.
But I love like the creepy looking like police officers,
Yeah.
like the cyborg, with their
Yeah.
So
yeah.
my
Was
number 3 then. We're gonna move it on because we're coming up close. We got another one to do too. Number 3, Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Planet of
great.
the Apes.
You know what's creepy about this? Or not
What?
creepy, but stupid? I didn't even think about that franchise the entire time
Yeah.
we were doing
Well,
this.
see, that's the thing. Like, no one thinks
Just
about it.
Off
yeah.
my mind, yeah.
But it's a great movie. It holds up.
Yeah.
Well,
You're not talking about the newer one,
no.
right?
Well,
Oh,
the new ones are actually good too.
Ah.
Well, the thing
Like
is,
I'm really excited for this one that's coming out pretty soon.
Well,
CG apes,
Tiff-
no.
Tiffany the other day was telling me, she's like,
It's like CG
I need to watch the
Yeah.
the last Planet of the Apes before we watch this new one. I want to see this new one. And then she's like, actually, I should watch that Tim Burton one too. And
Yeah.
then she's like, you know what? I actually have never seen any Planet of the Apes movies. My jaw hit the floor. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? How do you not
Yeah.
see any Planet of the Apes movies?
Like, it's,
So-
I feel like it's one that everybody has to see. But yeah, even for these new ones that have come out that are like the prequels, even they're pretty decent.
I thought the prequel. I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah.
Although I worked at a movie
Yeah.
theater,
So you
watched
got
the
to
employee
see it,
screening. Literally at the scene on the bridge
Yeah.
when all the monkeys are fighting, I am just because like the
Yeah.
guys on horseback come in the
Yeah,
car.
that's
I'm,
kinda-
I'm literally screaming like monkey on a horse, monkey on
Yeah.
a horse. Like that's what I wanted to see.
Yeah,
And then I was
well-
like, and then I realized that there were automatic buttons
Yeah.
later. I'm like, monkey on a horse with a gun, monkey on a
Yeah.
horse with a gun. And then
Well, see,
later on, you see through the fog,
Yeah.
monkey on a horse. I'm like, does he have a gun? Does he have a gun? No gun. And I start screaming at the top of my lungs
see-
in the theater.
well, see, that's
It's
like the new
crazy.
one, like the new trailer that's come out for the new one
Oh,
that's
yeah.
coming out, and it's essentially monkeys have guns and all this kind of stuff.
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
pretty fucking great because you're like, okay, now we're getting to see that
Oh yeah.
that final little push
Yeah.
where we get to see where they take over Earth.
Well, like.
So what do you think about Beneath Planet of the Apes?
I like them. I like every. Like,
Yeah,
I'm pretty much like every Planet of the Earth movie.
Yeah.
I like
Planet of the Earth.
Planet of the
Planet
Earth.
of the
Planet of the Earth. Yeah, Planet of the Earth. I like them too.
Planet of the Earth's a good movie.
That's a good movie. Planet of the Eight, like all the Planet of the 8 movies.
I was about to say, you put a monkey mask on anyone, he's gonna.
I'm
like it.
excited.
Yeah, I'm
Monkey
excited.
movies.
He's like, look at the monkey. Look at the monkey.
Yeah.
Hey, that's all you need, dude.
Like
Good
what
camera
was it?
angles.
That last one though, like with the
Yeah.
monkey on the horse with the gun that
Yeah.
I wanted. Like I really got angry though whenever Caesar was like, no.
Yeah.
Towards the end when he talks, I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like no, he was a regular monkey. Like just because he's smart
Yeah.
and talk doesn't mean he has vocal
He never
cords
got the
too
vocal
tall.
cords to do it. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
like-
I never.
But I hated that. It
I
made
never
me
did
really
that.
angry. The
Yeah.
only way I can make it work in my brain is if like that green smelly
Yeah.
stuff.
Mutagen.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
mutagen.
that's exactly what
if
it
the
was.
mutagen like slowly kept
Yeah.
mutating him over time, making him smarter and
But it
more
never-
human-like.
But it never says that.
Well, it doesn't say it. It's something
Yeah.
they don't even imply. Like you just have
Yeah.
to like retcon yourself.
Right.
And it makes me
Loose ends,
angry.
It is.
Yeah, I hate it. It's fridge logic, but I hate it because it just makes me angry. Because like it's fridge logic I noticed in the
Yeah,
theater.
it's kind of hard to. Yeah.
No.
So you said your number 2 was Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Number 2. Do you have one? We said mine. Mine was Godzilla.
Yeah.
Every Godzilla. That's my number 2. I'm excited for the new one. Bada bing, bada
So
boom.
your top three is Star Wars, Godzilla, Planet of the Apes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all mine.
That's a good
Well,
top three.
I guess we already did mine out of order because like we weren't really going to go into Star Wars because that's going to be for another
That's- yeah.
episode. Indy would have been my second, but
Indy
do
would've
we, do we consider Indy?
Yes, you do.
sci-fi?
If
Like,
you've argued the
That's-
point. I mean, I
that's
can sit
true.
here and argue the point all day that archaeology is a science.
Well, I mean, no one's going to argue that it's not.
So it makes it science fiction.
I mean, technically, if it's fiction
Nah, it's
about
science fiction.
science,
Exactly.
But-
There you go.
I mean,
Yeah.
science is sound.
Exactly. So,
Uh,
I want
So
that.
I've already mentioned Blade Runner
So,
and The Fifth Element. Those are,
So,
I mean, like out of order. Those are all so cramped in there to be my favorites. You know, so.
but yeah. So,
Yeah.
if you don't agree with anything we've said, please leave it
Yeah.
below, and we'll check
Yeah.
out it and then tell you you're wrong.
Yeah.
What's your favorite
Just
sci-fi?
tell us
movie?
how we're wrong, how you're right, or you know, just
We just
how
leave
you
a
hate
comment.
us. Just plain hate us.
Just leave a comment. That's all we want. So, I guess that's a wrap for the first episode. That was one episode.
Woo! Episode 1 officially
So-
done.
But yeah. So
Thank you, Daredevil Mike.
Daredevil Mike's here.
I'm here. for
Thank you,
once.
Zach.
Bobbert.
Yes.
So yeah. Stay classy, San Diego.